It Takes Two, Amy Eidler, JJ Gordon, and it is a Foodie Friday, and we're talking SubFix. For those of you who might not know, we got some deets on their wings. We're going to talk to Tristan about it. He's in studio with us now. Tristan, welcome to KFGO Radio.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so first and foremost, SubFix, tell me where you're at. Tell me what's going on, because someone's going to hear this and they're going to pull a Yui and try and head over.
Right. Yeah, that's the goal. So we're on 13th Avenue over by Izumi's, and then we got Lowe's and Walmart kind of in that area too. And then we have a second location as well that just opened up recently here on 19th Avenue over by, you got like the Happy Harry's over there. And right next to Labby's.
Okay, so a lot of college kids coming to that SubFix.
Yes. We welcome all. So.
Isn't that great?
Okay, but your SubFix, like a sub sandwich. But before we got on the air, you're like, your favorite item is a burger. And JJ is like, I heard I got to try the wings. So you're more than subs.
Yes. So we cater to multiple palates. That's kind of the idea to it. So we wanted to be able to offer to families. So what we did was we extended the menu a lot and added the burgers and added the wings to be able to cater, because not every kid's going to want a sandwich. That's more of an adult thing, at least from my experience so far doing this. So, everybody loves a good cheeseburger, and, we got the wings on there too. So we cater to a lot more now.
And your subs, are they hot or cold?
So you can get them both.
Okay.
We're primarily known for our grilled sandwiches. I mean, we got 23 signature sandwiches up there.
And you're doing it on a flat top, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah, brother.
Yep.
I love that. And the loaded fries, right? Like, that's another thing people shouldn't be sleeping on, because you guys also do fries probably better than most around town.
Yes. So the fries are hand cut. So they're done in-house every day. Every day we cut them. That's the first thing we do when we get into the store.
Is that the person who comes in last? They're like, you're on the fry cutting job.
No. It's such a long process that you want to do it really early on. So, I mean, it takes like 30 minutes to just prep these things and get them ready to go. And then you got to fry them and do all that cool stuff too. Yeah. So we take a lot of pride in our fries. But yeah, so you were asking about the loaded fries. The loaded fries, the way that I kind of explain it to people is it's a particular set of sandwiches on fries. And they've done very well for us. Our number one seller, without knowing the statistics, I could probably tell you it's the garlic butter steak.
Really?
Garlic butter steak one and the Philly cheesesteak.
I was going to guess the buffalo chicken one.
That is probably the least popular one.
Don't worry, I'll change that.
Yeah,
I'll come in and go for that, because I have had like the buffalo chicken sandwich, and for a guy who loves a little bit of heat but also doesn't want to, I want to be able to enjoy the sandwich, right? You guys are doing it right.
Yeah.
You guys are doing it right.
Yeah, the ranch does a very, very good job at blending that buffalo.
It down.
Yes,
yeah, right?
Yes, it's very nice.
Okay, so you were saying that your favorite item is what on your menu?
The bacon Chipotle burger.
Okay.
That is, out of all the food reviews that we've gotten, all the feedback, and looking at the statistics, that is the number one burger by a landslide. Like, that is the one that stands out the most when you look at our burger menu. So,
and you've had I follow you guys on social media, and you've had a good amount of influencers who've showed up and taken a gander and like taken a couple bites of stuff.
Yeah, yep.
That's kind of fun too, isn't it?
Yes.
Do they tell you who they are before they go into or all of a sudden they're like, on a video, be like, hey man, it's the Moorhead Muncher, and I'm gonna try this at SubFix.
Right. So no, they just show up, and we welcome all. That. They do a lot more work than what they think they do. So, I mean, them coming in, trying out our food, I mean, that's a whole new, especially with people that don't know SubFix, that's a whole new crowd that don't know who we are. So I am incredibly thankful that these people come in and do that. And I encourage a lot more to do that as well. So.
Is SubFix part of a larger brand, or is this all local?
So this is all local. This is an idea behind my business partner and I. And this is our brand. This is what we want to be known for. This is what we want to give our all. And we want people to enjoy that.
So, Tristan, what's your background? Because you just don't suddenly walk into being, the sandwich king of the metro area, right? So tell me a little bit about who you were getting into this.
So I'm born and raised here in Fargo. I've only ever lived in Fargo my entire life.
North, South, or Davies?
So
Or Shanley?
So I went to Davies for a little bit,
Okay.
and then I moved to the West Fargo side of town. So I graduated from Cheyenne High School.
Oh, so you got a little bit of everything.
Yep.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. So very nice, wide variety across all of the Fargo area. So I'm 25, so I'm still relatively young. And
You're a quarter of a century, so don't worry about that.
Yeah. I still have people tell me I'm old all the time when I hire these kids that come in. Like, we have a couple 14-year-olds that make me feel incredibly old.
I know, and let me tell you something, brother. It doesn't get any easier.
Yeah, for sure. So I used to do pizza. That is primarily what I've done. I started out in the restaurant industry about 2016, so I was 16 at the time. I've been doing that, and then I went over to manufacturing and did manufacturing for a little bit, and then my business partner and I actually started a detailing company, so we were doing that for like a year or two, and then we wanted to kind of just take what we had built already and just see if we can turn it into something a little bit more, and that's where this opportunity came up, and we've been doing this for about 3 years now, so it's been pretty fun.
I bet it's just a blast, and clearly, you know, you said you had this background in pizza, right? And there is something about providing food to people that is, it's different than detailing their car. It's different than a lot of the other services because you're providing something that is so deeply tied to our emotions and it's a daily necessity. It must be a lot of fun to create something and then to see someone's eyes light up because they just had the best bite of something they've ever had.
It absolutely is. I mean, it's been a joy for me, especially with this menu that we have now. A lot of that is a lot of product that I've spent the last year of my life kind of building and setting up and testing out different products, just trying to find the right ones. So, I mean, this means so much to me, just seeing people come in and enjoying these delicious items.
Tell me about something that didn't work out. Tell me during the R&D phase, we're like, listen, it's going to be a little bit of peanut butter. We're going to add some jalapenos to it. And it's like, nope. Back to the drawing board on this. Did you have one that you really wanted to, it just couldn't work out?
Yeah, so I have that a lot, actually. So I go through, so what I do, I tell my business partner this all the time. So I go through stuff on my phone where I kind of just like sit there at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going through ideas that I have, and sometimes a lot of them work out, sometimes they don't, but I always try them. So the one that stands out to me, I tried this sandwich where it was like a sweet chili teriyaki kind of thing. That was the first sandwich I ever rolled out, and that one did not sell at all. I was like, and it was like super complicated operationally as well. So it was just like, it was a mess.
Go back to the basics. Go back to the bacon, the cheese, the things everybody knows and loves.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, once I kind of like got through that hurdle and we kind of just figured out a good recipe as to, you know, what makes a really good sandwich and what do people like, it kind of worked out.
Okay, can I pitch you a sandwich right now?
Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. Tristan, I came up with this concept about 10 years ago, and no one has bid on it, so maybe you're the one.
Okay.
It's an inside-out meatball sub where you take a breadstick and then you make 2 hollowed-out meatballs so the meatballs don't have a center, and you shove those onto the breadstick. Okay. And so you can eat it, so it's like on a stick.
No.
And I'm telling you, and then like if you want, it comes with a little side of marinara if you want to dip a little bit, right? Like that.
Like logistically, you're not going to, the breadsticks isn't going to be strong enough to pick up the meatball.
First of all, I'm not talking about a 4-pound meatball here. I'm talking about it's barely big enough to like get on there. And also it doesn't have to be a really thick breadstick, right?
Yeah.
And we're not talking about like a light one. It's essentially a baguette. It's a piece of bread, right? That works as the breadstick. Here's what I don't like as a consumer. Not that you asked.
No,
I order a meatball sub, and by the 3rd bite, the marinara has kind of worked away at the bread, and it's getting a little messy, and you end up not really being able to eat it like a sandwich anymore. But you want that meatball sub. Inside-out meatball sub.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, inside-out meatball sub.
I feel like I understand the reason no one's picked up this idea and run. And don't make him feel good. Don't make him feel like this idea is good.
If you want, I'll help prototype it.
Okay.
You know,
I feel
and
like
we'll move it at that point.
I feel like what he really wants is the meatball appetizers with the pretzel in them. Like, just stick with that.
I mean, I'm not lying. That also sounds very good.
See, that's
is that a thing?
Yeah. You know how you stick, like, instead of toothpicks, you use a little stick pretzel in the meatball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
I think that's all
meatball
you
flights. No one's doing meatball flights where you get like 5 meatballs, and this comes like in an Asian sauce, and this one comes in a barbecue
meatball
sauce.
flights much better than an inside out
Meatball sub.
And I love how you're complaining about how the sub gets too soggy, but you think somehow a meatball is going to stay on a piece of bread and not get soggy.
I didn't say it was going to be easy. But listen, when we said we were going to go to the moon, we just committed, and then we got ourselves to the moon. You're telling the people who went up in Artemis 2, it's not going to be easy, so let's not do it. And they're like, good idea. We'll just stay on Earth.
Love how we're comparing a mission to the moon to your inside out meatball sub.
This is America. This is the land of opportunity.
How are you feeling about this idea? And it's okay, you don't need to be nice. I know you're sitting closer to him, but
well, okay. So my thought process immediately goes to I love the creativity. I think it's awesome, and I see it as a challenge. So now I'm in my mind, I'm instantly going, how can I make this work? Like theoretically, how could I do this and make it make sense operationally? And
once you started SubFix, did everyone come out of the woodwork and give you ideas? You know,
Yes.
was everyone like,
Yes.
like, hey, Tristan, I haven't seen you since high school. Hey, buddy, hey, listen, I got an idea for a sandwich.
Yeah. So I definitely had that. I've had that for the last couple of years now, where people have been like, dude, I know what you're missing. And a lot of it somehow comes up with like meatballs. Like a lot of people are like,
Really?
Like,
Wow.
you need to do a meatball sub, you need to do this, you need to do that. And it's like okay, let me see if I can come up with something.
could you do like okay, as a meatball sub person, I'm not a meatball sub person, but hear me out. Could you do like a deconstructed meatball? So basically it's just ground beef.
Well, I was going to say, then it's the spaghetti. You're pretty much just at that point eating spaghetti and
So
meatballs.
you have to have like the big round meatballs on the sub? You need that? Or can it be like a deconstructed meatball? Can it be half a meatball lined up with the marinara sauce and the cheese?
So like you've made a meatball, you sliced it in half, and then you're putting it in the sandwich?
Okay.
Can you go halvesies on the meatballs?
I don't see any reason why not. Is
Yeah.
there any sub law? Do we not know? Any like
I'm asking-
sandwich
I
based
haven't
law?
gotten them from the Godfathers yet, so I don't know. I haven't gotten the rules yet.
As someone who is a meatball sub person, would you be upset if the meatballs were cut in half?
I would not be.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Am I getting half the meatballs?
Or
Right? Because you're like,
Yeah,
I did
no,
half
I
and half and
understand,
half.
I
And be like,
understand.
you're putting the same amount, you're covering the same amount of real estate
maybe this is
with
the
half
better
the
question.
amount of meatballs.
Would you be happier if they were large meatballs cut in half or just a lot of smaller meatballs?
Oh, that's a good question. It makes my brain hurt.
I would say the larger one. I
The
feel like
larger
so too,
one cut
right?
I
in
think
half?
if I got two like huge ones and they were cut in half,
Yeah.
I feel like I'd feel the same way. I think that would be good.
So
Yeah.
you people just want meatloaf sandwiches is what you're going for. Kinda.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah.
Kinda. That's kind of what it is.
But I don't
But you want
feel like a
marinara sauce.
meatloaf sandwich looks as appealing when I read it as a
meatball.
meatball sub.
Yeah. I've never ordered a meatball sub ever in my whole entire life.
Do you guys do meatball subs?
We don't right now, but
Right
maybe after
now.
this conversation.
But you will.
Yeah.
Listen, the second you add it to the menu, you let me know, and I'll drag Amy over there,
Well, that
and
sounds-
we'll come and try it.
So that actually leads me to one of the topics that I wanted to bring up.
Oh, yes.
okay.
So we run limited time sandwiches. We do that probably once every 2 to 3 months, and we let it run, and then we go to our next item. And normally I have like a list of like 10 items that I want to run throughout probably this year, next year. And who knows, maybe a meatball marinara sub is up there. You never know.
What's the sub of the moment right now?
So right now we do not have one. However, within
Okay.
the next upcoming couple of weeks, we will have one. I do not know what exactly that item is going to be, whether that's going to be another burger or whether that's going to be a sandwich or a loaded fry. You know, you'll have to stay tuned and check out our social media. There will be posts made on there.
And I suppose we're also living in a world too where, in all honesty, because of like TikTok trends and stuff like that, you probably have to monitor those things too to be like, oh, ghost peppers are having a moment right now, or
Yes.
this type of thing, so you can kind of adhere to those.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So
There's like a pizza one on here. Like the marinara sizzle sounds like
Yep.
a pizza sub.
Yep, it very, very much is. So you got that one, and then We also offer another one with marinara sauce.
Yeah,
as
the
well with
marinara
chicken.
fixin'
Yep.
with grilled chicken.
Yep, that's kind of like a
See?
chicken parm.
Oh,
Almost.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So doing a meatball marinara sandwich is probably not too out there for us. We
Right.
already have the sauce. So
Yeah, the building blocks are there. You
Yep.
just have to assemble.
Yep.
SubFix, again, you're on 13th Avenue, right over by Walmart and Lowe's, right next to a Zoomy
Yep.
over there in that little nice little strip mall there. And then you're also on 19th Avenue North as well, right by Happy Harry's.
correct. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, SubFix.
There you go.
Give them a try. What are your hours?
So we are open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day.
Every day, Monday
Sweet.
through
Monday
Sunday.
through Sunday. Yep.
Great. Okay, Tristan, great. Really nice to meet you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you again for having me. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
SubFix, our Foodie Friday here on It Takes Two, brought to you by Prime Cut Meats.